Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Kira HD, and today, obviously, it didn't go our way. The Steelers lost against the Browns 48-37, and it's just fucking frustrating, sad. Obviously, as you see, Big Ben, it's not the outcome we wanted. It's not the outcome. It's not the way we want to start the game. I know most of us have a lot of mixed feelings right now. I know I do because obviously. I thought, we all thought that this game was gonna end up being differently. At least, in le- look, we had all the perspective of what Juju had, right? Juju said before the game and when a press conference, like, bro, yeah, I do have some respect towards the organization that is the Browns team or whatnot, but it's the Browns, bro. And we all saw that, that game on Sunday, I think, against our second string QV, who happened to be Mason Rudolph, and they barely beat, some of our starters and some of our second string on our defensive line and whatnot. So we all thought it's like, okay, I think the Steelers are gonna be able to, come out victorious on Sunday night, which is today. But unfortunately, the Steelers pull out a Steelers. And by that I mean is that the Steelers, look, I know I think some of us might agree that the Steelers play with our emotions every Sunday night or morning or afternoon that they play. They always start in the most unorganized, unenergetic, and the most disgusting way possible. They always open their games like that. Very inconsistent, but a lot of problems on their offense and the defense. And then by the end of the games, because we have, we're the Steelers and we fucking want to win all the time. Even if we fucking losing, we all go out there and give our all. We give our all to win the game, or to at least have a very close game or whatnot. But this is something we also saw during the season, throughout the season. Even though we were in 11-0 at some point, and we were undefeated and whatnot, we saw that inconsistency by the Steelers offense and sometimes the whole team itself. Obviously, our defense was something to not mess with. But as games went by, as we went even deeper during the season, we began to have a lot of injuries. Since we always realized our defensive bell was out, it came to bite us back in the ass when most of our guys began to get injuries here and there, and that cost us in the preseason. As you saw, we didn't have any rush towards the QV. The Browns were able to just throw the ball, run the ball, like if it were nothing in the first half of the game. They were able to just complete passes here and there and to score touchdowns back to back. Like, dude, the moment that the Marquise Pouncey um gave the ball to Roethlisberger, once he Big Ben, you know, in the first play of the game, we all saw that how it went, and Mark Pouncey kind of had the ball a little bit too high and whatnot, and the Browns were able to score, and then the offense score, and then boom, that was it. We all saw it. I was like, God damn it, it's gonna go wrong, huh? It's gonna go wrong. It's gonna be one of those days where if we don't stop them from scoring, this is it. This is gonna be the night, and that's exactly how it went. The defense were able to stop them almost by the middle of the second half, and then the third quarter after the second half break and whatnot. And then that one moment when Mike Tomlin did not go for the fourth down and one, that's the moment when the Browns said, "Oh, they're not going for it. They're not going for it, and they're not going to keep the momentum going on their offense. Therefore, we have a chance to." get back up there and score again. And that's exactly what they did. The Browns went out there, completed some passes, and then they went to, I think it was, I don't know if it was Hunt or Mike Chubb. I think it was Chubb who ran that ball and then scored for a touchdown. But even Hunt was penetrating that defensive line, and like it was nothing. He scored by the end of the second half. And yeah, 48-37 is a painful way to go, especially for Big Ben Roethlisberger, who is questionable to come back next season, as we don't know if he has what it takes. Look, Big Ben made a lot of mistakes. He threw about 3 interceptions this game. He's not what he used to be. He did have a great season, by the way. But let's be honest. Even if we were winning games, he was throwing interceptions. The offense was not doing well, and you could say that is because of the offensive coordinator, or because our offense line could not protect at all, and they didn't make any holes for our running backs to go through and whatnot. That's why our run offense was the worst in the league. But all those things accumulated, and Big Ben not, coming off from the injury, not being as consistent as we wanted to, as he wanted to, and also not having that confidence that he had back in the day, specifically coming out from the injury. So yeah, all those things together accumulated to him not feeling confident all the way. Remember that it wasn't until maybe before or after we play, I think it was Washington football team, when we lost that game, obviously, when he started getting a little bit confident to throw the ball a little bit deeper. The Washington's defense figure out that those short passes here and there was very predictable from the Steelers offense. And at some point, if you put a rush on Big Ben, there was an opportunity for him to misthrow the ball, or for the ball to get picked or whatever. And that's exactly what happened during the Washington's game, and also against the Bills game, and so on and so on. Every other team saw the little problems that there were with the Steelers offense and the Steelers team as a whole, and they were able to just go out there and just smash that in our heads back to back to back in every game. The only game that we came out a little bit victorious was obviously the game against the Colts. They were able to do that, as you remember. They were able to play the first half of the game pretty well, but when they came out after the second half, they just collapsed. Their defense was not as good to stop us a lot, and obviously our defense, their offense was not as good as the Browns or the Bills or whatnot, and our defense was able to capitalize in some opportunities here and there. But it is what it is. The end of our season came. We lost badly. We didn't play as good as we wanted to. Big Ben is questionable to return next season. We don't know. I think it's ideal for us to look forward towards the future, moving on from Big Ben, and look forward to draft or trade for another QB. Deshaun Watson, might be a good option for the Steelers. Look, I love Big Ben. Big Ben was the one key player that made me love the Steelers back in 2008, when I discovered football for the first time. I was playing in high school, and obviously I did not know nothing about the game, and my coaches told me, look, go out there on Sunday and look the professionals play. And the one game that I tuned on was the Steelers game. I think it was against the Titans. And I just fell in love with the way they play, especially offensively. The one they ran the ball, the way that Big Ben carried the offense towards scoring a TD every time. That is what made me fall in love with the team, and I'm sure all of us agree with that. That's the reason why Big Ben stayed in the Steelers for a long period of time, same as Mike Tomlin, and I would fucking hate to Big Ben to go away. To be honest, I think he might be back for next season because I don't think he's gonna be willing to give up the idea of him going out this way. He wants to win another Super Bowl or at least get to another Super Bowl. So I think he has at least one more year. Knowing how the Steelers are and how we are, I think we're gonna give him a chance. But the smart thing to do will be for us to look forward and trade for another QB like Deshaun Watson, or to look to draft another QB, because we do have other two string QBs behind Big Ben Roethlisberger. We have Mason Rudolph, and I think Joshua Dobbs as well in the third string section. And Mason Rudolph, we saw that game against the Browns. He's a solid backup, but I don't think he has what it takes to become a starter. I mean, if we put them in that position and say Big Ben decides to retire, doesn't come back next season, and more likely Mike Tomlin's gonna say, "Look, yeah, we should think about looking for another QV, but first we're gonna give Mason Rudolph a chance to prove himself that he could carry the franchise and he could take W's here and there." We gave him that opportunity. I think that the year last year when Big Ben obviously got injured and he was able to step in. So we know what you get from Mason Rudolph, and it's not enough. But knowing Mike Tomlin and being the way he is and the way he controls the organization, the way he runs through, and the way he runs, the way he likes to make business decisions here and there for the team, he's gonna give Mason Rudolph an opportunity. But best believe that they need another QV for the future, and Big Ben is not that QV. He at least has one more year on his tank, and that's it. But what if Big Ben doesn't do pretty well next season? What if our whole team doesn't do well pretty next season? He might retire mid-season. You never know. He might get injured and he might retire. So that's why I say I think the best idea would be to look for another QV, to draft one, or to trade for Deshaun Watson, which will be smart. We have to give him a lot. Before I go, I also want to say Juju Smith-Schuster, hope you learn your lesson about not talking trash about before the game. He came to bite you he came to bite you back in the ass. Bro, that's the second time. You should have learned after the whole fucking TikTok situation. But then you decided to say the Browns are the Browns. And then this team didn't practice at all throughout the fucking week. And they only used that bulletin board material that you gave them, and boom. They used that. That was enough for them to win the fucking game. They were making fun of you after the game. They were doing the fucking Corvette in the silence. Hopefully you learn from this. I hope that Juju comes back because he's a heck of a player. I saw him, like, Juju likes to talk shit, but he at least likes to put a lot of physical. Like he doesn't back down from a fight. He goes out there and gives his all. But it is what it is, man. Hope he learns from that lesson. And I hope that Juju resigns with the Pittsburgh Steelers next year. I don't know how's that gonna be because there's also a big problem with our budget. We don't know if we could pay everyone that we have in our team now, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Let me know what you guys are feeling about Big Ben Roethlisberger. Is he our future QB for next season? Should we look forward to trade for another one during the draft? Or should we look for signing Deshaun Watson, perhaps? Let me know what you guys think down below. See you guys until next one. Peace.